On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Cockpit.
The area in an aircraft or spacecraft from which the pilot controls the aircraft or spacecraft.
Examples:
Navigator's cockpit. Cockpit ship. The pilot sat in the cockpit of the airplane.
Stewardess.
Considered to be outdated, and flight attendant is more appropriate. A female flight attendant, a woman who serves passengers on a ship or other form of transportation.
Examples:
Stewardess uniform. Airline stewardess. The job of a stewardess requires excellent communication and customer service skills.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Turbulence.
A state of great disturbance, confusion, or uncertainty, often accompanied by violent or disruptive activity or behavior, such as air turbulence during a flight.
Examples:
Financial turbulence. Emotional turbulence. The ride on the roller coaster was full of dips and turns, creating a feeling of turbulence.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Coronavirus.
A large family of viruses that can cause illness in humans and animals, which name comes from the crown-like spikes on the surface of the virus, which can be seen under a microscope, and COVID-19 is caused by a specific type of coronavirus known as SARS-CoV-2.
Examples:
Coronavirus antibody test kit. Coronavirus bankruptcy. Considering the situation of coronavirus, organized stopped this year's beer festival.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Catastrophic.
Extremely harmful, causing physical or financial destruction.
Examples:
Victim of catastrophic injuries. Catastrophic climate change. The extinction rate of aquatic animals was catastrophic.
Buyout.
The acquisition of a controlling interest in a company or business by an outside entity or individual, typically involving the purchase of shares or assets.
Examples:
Corporate buyout. Staged buyout. The company announced a major buyout of its competitor, which caused the stock price to soar.
Unheard.
Not heard, listened to, or noticed, not having been brought to public attention.
Examples:
An unheard story. Previously unheard of economic development. The unheard melody was beautiful and touched everyone's hearts.
Buckle.
To bend out of shape, as under pressure or from heat. Noun, a device used for fastening two loose ends of a belt or strap.
Examples:
Buckle down to study. Buckle shoe. The severe heat wave buckled railway tracks.
Turbulent.
Marked by a lot of sudden changes, confusion, or uncertainty, characterized by intense activity or agitation.
Examples:
Turbulent waves. Turbulent age. The stock market has been turbulent lately, with prices fluctuating rapidly.
Rethink.
To consider again a plan, idea, etc., especially to change it.
Examples:
Rethink a marketing plan. Rethink the role of the manager. We have to rethink our company's product lineup for further growth.
Powerless.
Lacking power, strength, or authority, unable to act or effect change.
Examples:
Powerless position. Powerless in the organization. During the hurricane, we felt powerless against the winds and rain.
Rigidity.
The state or quality of being rigid or inflexible, the inability to adapt to change or new circumstances, the condition of being stiff or unyielding.
Examples:
Mental rigidity. Legal rigidity. The rigidity of the school's dress code policy caused much controversy among the students and parents.
Constrain.
To restrict or limit someone or something's freedom or ability to do something.
Examples:
Constrain his freedom. Constrain information flow. The political situation constrained the country's economic growth and foreign relations.
Headwind.
A wind blowing directly against the forward movement of an aircraft, vehicle, or vessel, thereby slowing its progress and increasing fuel consumption.
Examples:
Facing headwind. Flying in a headwind. The cyclists had to contend with strong headwinds during the race.
Rudder.
A flat, vertical blade at the rear of a vessel that can be turned horizontally to steer the vessel by changing its direction of movement. A device used in aircraft to control its yaw, side-to-side movement.
Examples:
Rudder control. Rudder movement. The small boat's rudder was damaged in the storm, making it difficult to steer.
Instinct.
An inborn behavioral pattern that is often responsive to specific stimuli, an innate feeling that causes you to act or believe that something is true.
Examples:
Instinct for self-preservation. Aggressive instinct. When faced with a dangerous situation, his initial instinct was to flee.
Recession.
A period of economic decline, typically lasting for 6 months or more, during which trade and industrial activity decrease, and unemployment increases.
Examples:
Recession period. Recover from a recession. The country is facing a recession, with high unemployment and low GDP.
Callback.
A return phone call, a request to return the product for replacement or repair made by the manufacturer of a defective product, an invitation to return for a second audition or interview.
Examples:
Callback number. A callback from the casting director. The company said they would schedule a callback for me to discuss the job further.
Dejected.
Feeling or showing sadness, lack of hope, or confidence, disheartened, depressed.
Examples:
Look dejected. A dejected expression. After receiving a rejection letter from the job interview, she felt dejected and hopeless.
Broaden.
To make or become wider or more extensive, to make or become more tolerant or liberal.
Examples:
Broaden students' knowledge. Broaden their horizon. The company broadened its product line to include more customer options.
Resourceful.
Showing creativity and ability to find quick and practical solutions to problems.
Examples:
Resourceful thinker. Resourceful cook in town. She was resourceful and found a solution to the problem on her own.
Nag.
To annoy or irritate someone persistently with repeated complaints, requests, or criticism. Noun, an old or overworked horse.
Examples:
Nag about the minor thing. Nag political leaders. She couldn't stop nagging her husband to take out the trash.
Grind.
To reduce something to small particles or powder by crushing or rubbing it, to work hard over a long period of time.
Examples:
Grind away at my work. Grind your teeth. She had to grind the coffee beans before making a fresh cup.
Exert.
To put forth effort, to put into action, to bring into play.
Examples:
Exert control. Exert influence. He exerted himself to lift the heavy weight.
Pivot.
A change in direction or focus, especially in a business or political strategy, a fixed point that supports something that turns or balances.
Examples:
center pivot irrigation, pivot point. The team needed to come up with a pivot strategy to turn things around.
Setback.
An unfortunate happening that hinders or impedes a reversal or check in progress.
Examples:
major setback, suffer a setback. The team experienced a setback when their star player was injured during the game.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
institutionalize a system, institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Imaginable.
Capable of being imagined.
Examples:
easily imaginable, worst imaginable case. This is the only imaginable strategy.
Incarcerate.
To put or keep somebody in prison or in a place from which they cannot escape.
Examples:
incarcerate the murderer, incarcerate her for life. He was incarcerated for the duration of the war.
Downsize.
To reduce the size, scale, or scope of something, such as a company or organization, to decrease the number of employees or members.
Examples:
downsize a company, downsize a menu. The company had to downsize due to financial difficulties and let go of many employees.
Demote.
To lower in rank, position, or status, to reduce or downgrade someone's authority or responsibilities.
Examples:
demote an employee, demote a song from the top charts. His poor performance caused the coach to demote him to the bench.
Hesitant.
Unsure or uncertain about what to do or how to act, reluctant or unwilling to take action or make a decision.
Examples:
hesitant response, hesitant to take action. She was hesitant to speak in public, but eventually overcame her fear.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
opportune occasion, an opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Offend.
To cause someone to feel upset, angry, or annoyed.
Examples:
offend his sensibilities, offend a customer. His rude comments offended many people at the party.
Conceal.
To prevent something from being seen, found, observed, or discovered.
Examples:
conceal my identity, conceal a close relationship. Despite the intense verbal abuse, she concealed her anger well.
Nugget.
A small piece of gold or other precious metal or mineral found ready formed in the earth, a small round piece of some food.
Examples:
A gold nugget. Nugget of truth. It took a few weeks to extract the nugget of information from those complicated sources.
Peek.
A quick or furtive look, verb, to take a quick and secret look at something.
Examples:
Sneak peek. Peek at others' misfortune. She took a quick peek inside the box before closing it again.
Covet.
To strongly desire or crave something, particularly something that belongs to someone else, to have an excessive or envious desire for.
Examples:
Covet wealth. Covet fame. She couldn't help but covet her friend's designer handbag.
Siphon.
A tube or conduit used to transfer liquids, usually from a higher to a lower level, by means of atmospheric pressure, gravity, or vacuum, a device used to extract a liquid from a container.
Examples:
Siphon off political funds. Siphon jet. The siphon pipe in my aquarium helps to keep the water clean and clear by removing debris and waste.
Acquaintance.
A person one knows, but who is not a close friend.
Examples:
Acquaintance with a language. Business acquaintance. I met him at a party, and we quickly became acquaintances.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Annoy.
To make someone angry, anxious, or irritating slightly.
Examples:
Annoy at the time. Annoy everyone else. Her constant chatter was starting to annoy the neighbors.
Hustle.
To cause someone to move quickly by pushing them in a rough, aggressive way.
Examples:
Hustle on business. Hustle up money. You must hustle and struggle on the court to win an acquittal.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Blueprint.
A photographic print of an early plan for a building or machine.
Examples:
Blueprint for economic reform. Architect's blueprint. A business plan is a blueprint for your success.
Furlough.
To grant a temporary leave of absence or suspension of work, particularly for employees who are experiencing financial hardship or a reduction in work hours. Noun, a temporary leave of absence granted to employees, usually without pay, due to a lack of work or funding.
Examples:
Furlough half of its workforce. Prison furlough policy. Due to the pandemic, the company was forced to furlough many of its employees.
Glut.
An excessive amount of something, especially of a commodity, that results in a decline in price.
Examples:
Glut of information. Capital glut. The restaurant had a glut of food left over from the weekend.
Instruct.
To teach someone practical skills or knowledge, to formally order or tell someone to do something.
Examples:
Instruct a student. Instruct a computer. The facility manager instructed the security guards to be on high alert.
Reframe.
To reinterpret, rephrase, or redefine an issue, situation, or question in a different way.
Examples:
Reframe resource allocation. Reframe problem. The therapist tried to reframe his negative thoughts.
Wreck.
A ship that has sunk or has been destroyed, a vehicle that has been badly damaged in an accident.
Examples:
The house was a wreck. A worthless wreck. The divers accidentally discovered a wreck on the ocean floor.
Grapple.
To make a strenuous effort to solve a problem, to engage in a close fight or conflict without weapons.
Examples:
Grapple with problem. Grapple with each other. He needed to grapple with structural reforms to improve the company's revenue.
Headquarter.
The central office or location from which a business or organization is managed.
Examples:
Administrative headquarter. An emergency headquarter. The company decided to move its headquarters to New York City.
Docket.
A list or calendar of cases, appointments, or tasks that need to be addressed or completed, particularly in a legal or administrative setting.
Examples:
Legal docket. Court docket. The plaintiff's name was misspelled on the docket, causing a delay in the case.
Stint.
A period of time spent doing a particular job or activity, a set amount of work or activity.
Examples:
Stint of work. Prison stint. He took a short stint as a teacher before returning to law practice.
Livelihood.
A means of earning money people need to pay for food, a place to live, clothing, etc.
Examples:
a means of livelihood, livelihood assistance. I could no longer earn my own livelihood.
Amaze.
To fill with wonder, surprise, or admiration.
Examples:
Amaze and entertain visitors. Amaze everyone. The magician's tricks amazed the audience.
.com.
A company or business that primarily operates on the internet or has a web-based presence, particularly during the late 1990s and early 2000s when the internet was a new and rapidly growing industry.
Examples:
Successful.com, .com millionaire. The dot-com boom of the late 1990s changed the landscape of the tech industry forever.
Upheaval.
Great change, disruption, or disturbance. Geology, a rise of land to a higher elevation.
Examples:
Upheaval of society. The big upheaval of my life. The recent political upheaval has left the country in a state of chaos.
Insecure.
Not firm or firmly fixed, likely to fail or give way, or not assured of safety.
Examples:
An insecure future. Insecure attachment. Children in an unstructured environment often feel insecure.
Profoundly.
To a great or complete degree, deeply.
Examples:
Profoundly insightful. Sleep profoundly. The novel affected her profoundly, causing her to question her beliefs and values.
Wrack.
Wreckage or debris from a destroyed structure. Verb, to cause destruction or great pain.
Examples:
Go to rack. Rack my brain. The wrack left behind by the storm was immense and widespread.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something. To give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
Entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
Millionaire.
A person who has material wealth that is valued at more than $1 million, pounds, euros, etc.
Examples:
Millionaire capitalist. Become a millionaire. The internet millionaire was captivated by the artist's paintings.
Fallout.
The radioactive dust in the air that settled to the ground after a nuclear explosion.
Examples:
Nuclear fallout. The fallout from the incident. They had no protection from the radioactive fallout.
Doom.
Death, destruction, or some other terrible situation that cannot be avoided.
Examples:
Economic doom. Prophet of doom. Everyone was aware of the impending doom, but was unable to prevent it.
Ominous.
Giving the impression that something bad is going to happen, foreboding.
Examples:
An ominous silence. Ominous sign. The ominous clouds in the sky foretold of an approaching storm.
Podium.
A raised platform or stand that is used for delivering speeches, conducting meetings, or presenting awards.
Examples:
Win a podium position. Podium finisher. The speaker stood confidently on the podium while delivering their speech.
Disappoint.
To fail to meet someone or their hopes or expectations, to make someone feel sad.
Examples:
Disappoint the audience. Don't disappoint me. She worked very hard not to disappoint her boss's expectations.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance, to make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
Diminish a reputation. Diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Impressionable.
Easily influenced or affected by others, especially by new or unfamiliar experiences or ideas, susceptible to being molded or shaped by external factors or influences.
Examples:
Impressionable youth. Impressionable minds. Children are very impressionable and need positive role models to develop properly.
Malleable.
Able to be easily shaped, molded, or manipulated, particularly in a physical or metaphorical sense, capable of being adapted or changed according to different circumstances or situations.
Examples:
Malleable clay. Malleable attitude. Gold is a malleable metal that can be easily shaped into different forms.
Indelible.
Cannot be removed, erased, or forgot.
Examples:
An indelible ink. An indelible disgrace. She left an indelible mark on our country's literature.
Adversity.
Difficulties or hardships that someone faces.
Examples:
Environmental adversity. Struggling with adversity. The team demonstrated great resilience in the face of adversity and won the game.
Narcissist.
A person who is excessively self-absorbed, especially regarding their appearance or achievements.
Examples:
Relationship with a narcissist. Somatic narcissist. He thinks she is a high narcissist because she always talks about herself and her accomplishments.
Backdate.
To assign a date to a document or event that is earlier than the actual date, to make something appear as if it happened earlier than it did.
Examples:
Backdated document. Backdate a transaction. The employee tried to backdate the report to avoid getting into trouble.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Optimism.
A feeling or the belief that good things will happen, or the quality of being full of hope and emphasizing the positive aspects of a situation.
Examples:
Sense of optimism. Political optimism. There is considerable optimism that the economy will recover soon.
Individualism.
The habit or principle of being independent and self-reliant.
Examples:
Rampant individualism. Nation of individualism. An ethic of individualism encourages people to make choices based on their values and beliefs rather than the values and beliefs of the group or society.
Ingenious.
Showing inventiveness and ability or skill.
Examples:
Ingenious device. Ingenious idea. I always look forward to reading his stories since they're so ingenious.
Plural.
The grammatical form of a noun or pronoun indicating that it refers to more than one thing or person.
Examples:
Plural form. Plural culture. We use plural nouns when there is more than one of something.
Pronoun.
A word that takes the place of a noun in a sentence, such as he, she, they, or it.
Examples:
Pronoun usage. Possessive pronoun. In English, personal pronouns such as he, she, and they can replace a person's name to avoid repetition.
Ivy.
An evergreen climbing or ground creeping woody plant that often grows up trees or buildings.
Examples:
Poison ivy. Ivy plant. The overgrown ivy cleaved to the ruined castle walls.
Xenophobia.
Extreme fear or hatred of people from other countries.
Examples:
Suffer from xenophobia. Linguistic xenophobia. The xenophobia in society makes it hard for immigrants to assimilate and integrate.
Manifestation.
A visible or tangible form of something, especially a particular sign of a disease or condition.
Examples:
Manifestation of a deeper problem. Manifestation of psychological stress. The manifestation of his anxiety was evident in his shaking hands.
Unequal.
Different in amount, size, degree, or value, not fair.
Examples:
Unequal distribution. Unequal opportunity. The income inequality in the country is becoming increasingly unequal.
Dismantle.
To take apart or demolish a structure, machine, system, or the like, to strip off fittings or equipment.
Examples:
Dismantle a machine. Dismantle a system. The old building had to be dismantled because it was structurally unsound.
Devote.
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Vigilant.
Keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties.
Examples:
Vigilant watch. Vigilant about hand washing. The guards had to remain vigilant to ensure the safety of the high security facility.
Counteract.
To act against something to reduce its bad or harmful effects or neutralize it.
Examples:
Counteract the effect of poison. Counteract global warming. Our body's immune system produces antibodies to counteract disease.
Glimmer.
A flash of light, especially unsteady or reflected light, a slight sign of something.
Examples:
Without a glimmer of truth. Give a glimmer of light. There is, however, a glimmer of hope.
Chaotic.
Without any order or organization, extremely disorganized, unpredictable, and confusing.
Examples:
The chaotic economic situation. Chaotic theory. Change is also occurring in Turkey as a result of chaotic reform.
Pineapple.
Tropical fruit with a rough, spiky exterior and sweet, juicy flesh inside, often used in cooking, baking, or as a snack.
Examples:
Ripe pineapple. Canned pineapple. I love to eat fresh pineapple in my fruit salad.
Stigmatize.
To accuse, condemn, or openly or formally consider somebody or something as not deserving respect.
Examples:
Stigmatize the deviant as criminal. Stigmatize him as a swindler. She was stigmatized by society because she had a child out of wedlock.
Complacent.
Satisfied with the status quo and not wishing to make changes.
Examples:
Complacent attitude. Complacent with past successes. He became complacent in his job and stopped trying to improve.